Alright. I guess the thing I have like a portable USB charger and I was trying to use it to charge my controller up because the cord to charge it up is ridiculously small. So I just plugged it up into a USB port on my computer and it seems to be doing fine. I did do this off screen. I ended up buying a claymore for Piers because it was a massive jump in attack. I also bought him gauntlets. Sheba, I took the Cyclone lean rod and gave her the frost wand. As far as everything else, it's pretty much the same. Sold some stuff I didn't need. And I gave the pearl to Piers because I honestly think that's something he should have. Weirdly enough, I guess because you were your talking to Chief whatever his name is, Akafubu. You didn't get a full heal. If you do come up here during the night, well, not the night, like later, like after the whole nonsense with him is done, the tongue is still extended out, which is just disturbing to even say. But anyway, I thought you could grab that. I guess not. Well, I don't remember if we can do this yet, but okay, yeah, we actually cannot do this yet. So it's unfortunate, but there's a pretty that's a dungeon within itself, the Catacombs. The big thing about that is you do need synergy that we actually don't have access to. That's why I was like, as soon as I saw those patches of grass just sitting there, I knew exactly that we weren't ready for it. Or not that we weren't ready for it, it's just we couldn't do it. I guess it's kind of the same thing. But that being said, there's not a whole lot else you can do. Let me pull up the list of gen we should be having at certain time points. Oddly enough, we've got we're about to go get the guy in the mountains, and there's one more that's in a different town later on, and it requires a so much for trying to just be quick about this. There's another one that requires, I believe, because this one is the laughing fungus. The other one is the one we need for another gen, the green mushroom. Alright. We got Pixies. Pixies are a pain. Wind Slash. It's not too terrible to deal with, but because they're more status element enemies than actually anything that poses a pretty big threat. But yeah, as you can see, we can now create frost pillars, which will help us navigate certain areas now, which is incredibly useful. Frostbite, there you go. I don't think Frostbite does anything extra. I don't think. I might be incorrect on that. usually if you can do that to cause just like, hey, I'm giving you an Earth Gen. Yay, now I can use growth. It makes that whole thing a lot easier. This guy is waft, if you're wanting to keep an eye on which ones are which. This dude, shouldn't be too bad. 188. That is with impact, so 111. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's do impact again. Raises it to 53 this time. 220 damage. There we go. Yeah, you can use impact on somebody more than once. There is a max cap to the amount of oh, you gain more. Okay. That raises magic defense. There is a max cap on the amount of attack you can raise, but essentially everyone is gonna. You can, until that cap is reached, you can increase people's attack. It's pretty simple. Alright. Quake Sphere. Not too shabby at all. Got ourselves a carriage that just gets frostbitten and then chopped in half. I don't think we can go anywhere else currently. I know there's a way to look at a map at some point. What is it? I just don't know how to do that. Well, not that I don't know how to do it, it's just I don't remember how to do it. Okay, here we go. Yeah. This is how big the world is, and guess what? You can go to every corner of it. And this area here, like this whole continent area and this part here, this is where the first game took place. You can do some game breaking kind of, but stuff. And you can actually explore it. You can't go in any of the towns, even though there is actually the town icons for it. But if there's ever a point where you went to a place and it's like they mention going back to a certain town or a certain area, you're like, huh, I can't remember exactly what that was, or where that is. You can check it. All you have to do is go to the world map and press the R button. I guess technically the Shrine of the Sea God is the first dungeon. It's not a big one. This one is like the first major dungeon, and we just got finished with the second one, which actually has more to it, but we can't do everything in it. Because go figure. But that being said, we can now head back down south. Because now that we have the Black Pearl, we can actually access a whole new part of the game. Because, as Piers was saying, he needed the Black Orb. Oh, Frostbite actually paralyzed. Ransack. Yeah, that's really getting a little bit nasty if you don't have enough defense. That's usually really bad if it's used against Shiva or Jenna, because they don't have nearly as much defense. But anyway. One of the big things you do want to look out for, and just kind of going about fighting all these random things, and it's really, when you're backtracking a lot, you don't have to worry too much about the fights, and honestly, it's kind of a joke, but I still do it for the experience. But sometimes this is not worth it. You can just run away. Here we go, the healing fungus. We needed this for a gen, so make sure you grab this as you're heading out. As you can see, man, we're just making our way back. I don't know if there's anything else that we really need to do. Actually, I need to figure out exactly where that... Okay, it's here. This is where we get the other guy, the other gen. This one's a Mars gen. You want to head to Madra, and you need the healing fungus for this. But as I was trying to say earlier, and I got sidetracked. Piers has a ship, and he couldn't operate it without the black orb. Now that he can operate the ship now, he's going to allow us to essentially be on the ship with him, and we get to sail the seas. It's kind of crazy. I don't know where exactly... Well, hello. Have you, by chance, seen a girl named Menardi? No, I haven't. If you don't know my sister, then I have nothing to say to you. Get out of my sight. Yeah. Menardi's sister. Uh-huh. Let's see exactly what she's thinking. Using psynergy on me. Are you so dense that you don't know when to be afraid? I don't have time to play games with you. Now leave me to my thoughts. Let's actually say yes this time. You have? And are you telling me that my sister is dead? Yes. If you continue these lies, I might take it upon myself to shut you up. Get out of my sight. Yeah, she's not so fond of us. I'm trying to remember where... I think there's a house that actually needs someone to, like, heal them, kind of deal. That's what I'm looking for, but I don't know exactly what house this needs to be in. This is the healer. But yeah, you would totally miss that character in this area if you didn't come in here. Oh, okay. He's up here. How are we going to climb the cliffs between here and Gnowan? If someone would just drop the ropes down from the top, there wouldn't be a problem. It gives you an item prompt immediately, but you don't really know why, unless you talk to her. My husband relishes in rare mushrooms growing in the Gnowan cliffs. I wish someone would bring back some for him. Let's let him look at the laughing mushroom. Oh my! Is that? Is that one of his favorite mushrooms? His most favorite mushrooms? No, dear. They look similar, but these aren't quite right. Thanks for bringing this by, but it's just not the type of mushroom we like. Please, won't you please find the mushrooms my husband loves so much? It's not something we like. But if you hand him the healing fungus... Oh my, is that... Is that one of his most favorite mushrooms? Did you climb all the way those cliffs just to get this mushroom for us? That's the nicest thing anyone has ever done. I believe I have to thank you for this. What could I have that a warrior like you would want? That's a tricky one. And they both walk upstairs. They walk down with the djinn. I don't know if you want a pet, but this is all we can offer. Please take care of it. Oh, if that's your idea of a pet, I will gladly accept it. This guy is Char. I can't wait for dinner tonight. Butter fried mushroom. This here's enough for a mushroom that we'll be eating for days. It is a pretty big mushroom. I mean, when we picked it up, that thing was kind of huge. Alright, so... I thought this came later. I guess not. So instead of wish and wish well and whatnot, Jenna gets a healing ability. Aura and healing aura. I thought this came way later. I guess I was incorrect in that. I thought it only appeared once you had 7 Margin. That's why. Or actually 8. Huh. I don't know what's going on with that. Alright. That's a thing. I feel kind of silly. But yeah, this heal, it's not a very great heal, but it's pretty decent. It's 50 for the small one, 100 for the bigger one, and it doesn't cost a whole lot, honestly. Jenna, honestly, is probably going to be one of the the big healers in the game after she gains this. Oh, if you try to pass her, she says this. Where could have Menardi have gone? Where are you, my sister? Well, we'll be seeing a lot more of her. They told me that you can make synergy by focusing your mind. I've been focusing non-stop for days, but you don't see any ice, no? When Isaac and his party heard about Pierce, they seemed shocked. They said that they were going to follow you to Gandawan. Shin's developed a terrible fear of the cold. He's afraid of being turned into a block of ice. Tell Pierce to cool it with the ice routine, okay? Pierce, after the way we treated you, I thought you'd never come to Mardra again. I know that we weren't very nice to you before, but I hope you can forgive us. I assume he would be kind of shaky about that. If we come over here, look who's back. Felix, you're back. And you brought Piers with you. Oh, Piers. Piers, I must apologize for the trouble we caused you. I'm sorry we lost your jewel. Don't be. Everything worked out for the best. Piers, you said you were going to Gandawan. Did you make it? Yes. In fact, we just returned. And your jewel? Oh, and your jewel? Yep. You actually got it back from Kimball. Incredible. I was able to recover it with the help of Felix and his friends.
That's wonderful. I'm so relieved. I was worried that you might never get it back.
That's why we came back, to let you know we've recovered it. Where I know.
If you've already covered your jewel, why don't you stay here a bit longer? Oh, that was probably the little girl.
Unfortunately, we can't. Hey, have you seen the girl out front?
We must go to the island that is my home.
Piss, are you sure?
After what we've been through, I feel like I've learned a few things.
Like what?
Like the fact that you are truly good people. And that you have gone to great lengths for no other reason than to help those in need. I too have come to realize that I, too, must do something to help where I can.
Pierce.
I have made my decision. And the sooner we depart, the better, right, Creighton? We shall set sail, Felix, to my ship, to the Eastern Sea.
You truly mean to leave so soon, Felix?
I may yet again have a reason to visit your town, but yes, I must go.
You seem quite busy. It is the youth that allows them to be so busy.
But we'll be back, I promise. We'll be able to visit at maybe we'll be able to visit at a much more leisurely pace.
I'd like that. So would I.
It's a little nice cutscene that can happen. Oh, again. I'm holding a button and then it just skips it. Oh gosh. I'm guessing it's Felix. Alright. I believe I promised you a reward for helping us with the boat, didn't I? Sure! Imagine you came all this way to put us at ease and I totally forgot to get this to you. Regardless, I told you that I would reward you when the boat was fixed. This may take quite a while now, it seems. That being the case, I'd like to give you that reward now.
We can't accept it now, though, can we, Jenna? Marjorie is still in shambles from the disaster. We couldn't possibly accept any gifts.
Nonsense. Misfortune or no, a promise is a promise. The Cyclone Chip! You do want to come back for this. I'm glad that I was able to give it to you before you left. Your travels seem to take you from danger to greater danger. Please be careful.
Thank you, Mr. Man.
Felix? You!
He just called you Felix, didn't he?
Yeah, okay, so the mayor did call Felix.
Why didn't I say it before? You are Felix.
The Menardi should be somewhere around here, too, and yet... You won't see Menardi or Satros ever again. Isaac killed them. They're probably at the bottom of the sea by now.
Sheba, quiet!
I heard that, you wretched little thing. Can it be true? Is my sister dead? Yeah. I can't believe it. No one has the power to defeat Satros and my sister. Yet you all avoid my gaze and the look on your faces. It's true.
Who is this Isaac?
What? You feign ignorance? Why? Why would you protect him from my fury? Never mind. I believe I've heard some rumors of a traveler named Isaac lately. Is this Isaac the same one they've been speaking of? Is he pursuing you? If that's the case, then this Isaac should show up here sooner or later.
How do you know it wasn't Felix who defeated your sister?
What do you take me for? I'm a warrior like my sister. I can gauge a man's strength at a single glance. Even if you doubled Felix's power, he would still be no match for my sister. And besides, I doubt Felix could find it in himself to betray my sister. He knows that the lives of those he holds dear would hang in the balance. But I must congratulate you on your success at both the Mercury and Venus lighthouses. Although your success there now prevents us from returning to the Western Sea. You would have failed, of course, had we not researched how to climb those lighthouses. Oh, didn't Menardi tell you? Regardless, Isaac won't be getting in my way. You'll find your own way to the Western Sea. Oh, you will have to find your own way. And if you make the journey, you'll have to light Jupiter on your own as well. We have our own work to do, and the number one on that list is taking care of Isaac. Are we clear on this, Felix? Yeah. Aren't you an obedient boy? If you're worried you can't get it done, we can help you out a bit.
No, thank you. I believe we'll find Jupiter Lighthouse on our own, if all the same.
I see. Just don't let us down. We're gonna find that Isaac. I'm gonna find this Isaac, and I swear the last thing that he will see will be Karst avenging the death of her dear sister. Wow. And I thought Satros and Menardi had issues. We shouldn't take Karst too lightly. Wait a moment. Karst did say we, didn't she?
Yes, Satros and Menardi traveled as a pair. Perhaps she has a partner as well.
We ought to warn Isaac that Karst is after him. Maybe we should try to find him first. Believe me, I'd love to see Isaac again, but just don't have the time to look for him. Plus,
even if we did find him, I think there's a good chance we'd end up fighting them.
why?
What we are trying to achieve, they're trying to prevent, and they'll fight to stop us.
But Jenna, aren't you an Isaac an item? Oh my gosh. She straight up calls him out. Couldn't you, do something? She gets so beat red. An item? No! I mean, it's not like that. Not really. Stupid Sheba.
Yes. For now, we should press onward to Jupiter Lighthouse like we planned.
But what about Garrett and the others? Don't you mean Isaac? Sheba, be quiet! Sheesh.
Ahem. Are you ready to listen yet? They were strong enough to defeat Satros and Menardi. They won't be beaten easily. We should continue ahead, just as Satros and Menardi would have. Okay, Jenna? Sheba, Piers, are you ready? Then, should we be going? Right, Felix?
Yeah. I love that. Just like, aren't you and Isaac a thing? Oh gosh, I love that. It's just too funny. All right. So the Cyclone Chip, it is actually something we needed. It is like Lash. It is a synergy that is available only by an item. You can equip it to anybody and anyone can use it. Again, I'm just one of those people that kind of like to keep a theme going. That's just my personal way of looking at it. Oh yeah, there's like tons of stuff to do, but you need different synergy. So there we go. This is actually going to be the end of the recording session. Gosh, like, there's just so much crazy stuff that's going on. Oh me. Alright, so there isn't actually anything in either of those. Good to know. Good grief. So, hopefully in the next one, we'll kind of get a better idea of how we're going to go about going forward. But yeah, Karst has got issues, as Sheba put it. I believe we're gonna be heading back to the Deccan Plateau. Not all the way there, but we're gonna be heading back to where here. If you want a map. This is where we're going to be heading next, because that's where Pierce's ship is. And once we do that, we have this side, the whole Eastern Sea, to explore. And oh my gosh, there is a lot. There is so much to do in the Eastern Sea. It's ridiculous. It unlocks so much. And it just... It's crazy, but you do want to make sure you take your time and go through all of it. We're probably going to spend just several episodes getting all the stuff that is unlocked because of it, and we won't be doing story for quite a while. So, as far as doing the traveling, probably one of the things I'll do, because it actually does take a while, is I might start kind of showing exactly how to get to the different areas, but at some point when we actually do travel and we've done this enough, I might just cut a lot of the travel on the sea out, because it takes a long time to do it. But there's that. Thank you all for joining me in Golden Sun, The Lost Age. Gosh, man, I love coming... Every time I do a recording session of this, I love it, and just... I love this game. Hands down. This is a great game. I love it. Totally forgot about Shiva saying that Jenna and Isaac were a thing. Anyway. We'll head in here and we'll start sailing in the next one. Thank you all for watching.